Hi, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so happy, I'm excited, and I hope you are. On today's video, we're going to do something different. My name is Lucy and my co-host
Nancy.
So on today's video, we're going to educate you and give you some tips on the things you need to be thinking about and the things you need to be considering when you're choosing a domain name. What's a domain name? Don't worry, I got you. I'll let you know. First of all, I want to thank you. Thank you so much for those who have been our fan for the longest. And if you're still new here, we love you, and thank you for supporting our YouTube channel. So on today's video, we're going to talk about domain names. So what is a domain name? Probably it's a term you've never heard, or probably it's something that you can relate with. So we'll just still go ahead and explain to you why a domain name is important for your business. So a domain name is that unique name that you need to have that recognizes your brand online, that make people resonate with your brand online. I don't know kama it may make sense, kama it may sink in, but don't worry, we're going to explain further as we continue with this video. So why do you need to think about your domain name? Why a domain name need to be thought of? So I would explain one reason will be, and it's a major reason, it's a domain name is the first thing that people see. So the impression that people have immediately they see the domain name is what they are going to be having for the rest of their life. So it's important to make sure you have a good domain name, a well thought domain name, so that it can leave a positive and a long-lasting impression for your domain name. Because if it's a bad domain name, it will end up chasing your client, your prospect away from your business. I would also want my colleague Nancy to tell us why do people need to consider or think about domain names.
Okay. So domain name also defines your brand. It helps boost the recognition of your brand. So let me give an example with Safaricom. Safaricom.co.k is something that we can relate with and something that defines their brand. So for a domain name, it should be well thought of. Don't take a name that is outside your brand, because people will wonder, what are you trying to say? So make sure that the domain name that you're choosing, it defines your brand and it speaks on behalf of your brand. So it's something that should resonate to your brand. So that's something I think is very crucial for a domain name.
And that's the why. So for the things that we need to look out to when we are searching for our domain name for our businesses, I would want to categorize a domain name into two sections. We have the name itself, and we also have the domain extension. I'll let my colleague Nancy explain what a domain extension is, and when you're choosing your domain name, the factors you need to look into when you're choosing your extensions for your domain. Please, Nancy.
Okay, so for a domain name, as my colleague has said, there's a first section, the domain name. That's the website name, the name of your brand. For example, in our case, it's Deep Africa. Deep Africa is a name, and then after the dot, that's the extension, which is .com. So an extension really matters because it depends with the target audience that you have. Let me give an example with .k domain. So for a .k domain, it resonates with the Kenyan brand. In this case, there are quite a number of .k domains. I will start with the school domain names. I've categorized them into two. If your school is, if you have a high school, a kindergarten, or a primary school, that would be categorized under .sc.ke. Let me just show you. The first one that's there, .sc.ke, that would resonate with a school which is under, that's a primary school, high school, kindergarten, that will resonate from there. And if you have a high school, a school which is beyond a primary school, high school, that would be categorized under .ac.ke. Let me just show you the second one. So that's now for higher institution learning schools. And for them to be registered successfully, you must ensure that you get certificate from the Ministry of Education, because yes, you can register, but it won't go through efficiently. The KENIC body, which is now in charge of the .k domains, would require a certificate of registration from the schools that would apply for them. And also now if it's not a .k domain, if you're targeting a wider audience, you now go for a .com domain. That would be ideal for you. And if, for example, you have an organization that's an non-government organization, a .org would be ideal for you. And if it's a government organization, like in the Kenyan industry or the Kenyan country, the .go.ke, I hope it will be clear. I hope you're able to see. The .go.ke would resonate with a government institution within the Kenyan company. And then if you have a network, that is a firm, a .net would be ideal for you. .net, that domain would be very, very ideal for you. So if you have a company or a business, it really matters if the target brand that you're looking for. So ensure that you get the correct domain name with the correct extension, so that you're able to make sure you're targeting the right audience. So I'll hand over to my colleague Lucy to give the other factors or that you should consider when registering a domain.
Yeah, thank you, Nancy. So I'll talk about domain names. My colleague Nancy just explained what an extension is. So this is a domain name. For example, this is Deep Africa. Now this is the name that we use for our brand. But for it to be complete, to be called a domain name, it has to have an extension. So deepafrica.com is a domain name. Go clear? Yes, so I'll explain the things you need to consider when choosing the name for your business. So first of all, before you think about anything else, please research, look, check every social medias, Google, just check if that name exists. Does some other business have your name? Is anyone using that name that you want to register? This will help so that people, when people are looking for your business, they don't end up contradicting with other business, because most of the time that will make you end up losing business or clients to this other company. So it's important to ensure, that's why it's a unique name that identifies your business online. So it has to be unique in the sense that if anyone types that name, it only brings them to your website or to your business. Nobody, no conflicting or no similar company like yours. So it's important to make sure you do a research of your domain name before you go, you proceed to register that name. The second thing I would really recommend for you guys to do is make sure that your names are easy to pronounce. When your name is easy to pronounce, people are able to speak about your brand easily, oftenly, and this will increase your market reach. And that is what we're looking for when we bring our business online. So it's important to know. I've just remembered that I had a scenario when I was working out with a friend, my friend in the gym. She wanted me to find a place where I can get a nice workout outfit, and she was not able to remember that name. So we had to input all different names that relate to that business to get to this company. But we ended up saying, I will just have to go sit down and look into that company. When I find it, I'll get back to you. So you see, that's a business loss because I really needed those gym wears. So for people to be able to speak about your brand, if I'm able to talk fluently and correctly about the name of your company, like for example, you owning a hotel, I'm able to refer my friends, who will be able to refer your friends, their friends, and that is how the market grows. When people are able to pronounce the brand or your business, it also helps to increase and enlarge your market reach. So the other factor I would want you to remember or consider, people should be able to type your domain names. It's really important. You cannot have something that someone goes to Google and they're like trying to figure out the spellings. Having complex domain names make it so hard for your customers, for people who need your services and your products to reach to you online. So it is very important to have people make life easy for your clients to be able to reach out to you, and that's the only way you'll be able to sell more in terms of sale, and people will be able to get whatever they need and be able to also send it out to other people. Another thing that I would really want you to think about when you're choosing your domain name, make sure you think of long term. Domain names that even 10 years, 50 years, 100 years from now will be relevant and will be something that people will be able to resonate when they think about the kind of product, the kind of solutions you're giving out. So it's important to consider long-term domain names, something that you'll be proud of for the longest. A name that you'd be proud to be associated with for the longest. So that's a factor that most people don't consider, but it's really relevant. Something else I feel that we need to know when you're choosing our domain name, try and make sure our domain names are as short, like 12 characters to 14 characters. That should be okay. That's a good standard. Other than getting something that is so long and complex and tedious to our clients for them to type and try looking for you, that's a lot of work we're giving our clients, and we're not helping them. We're not giving them an easy solution for them to find us. So at the end of the day, as we're getting online, we're also make sure we make it easy for our clients to also locate us and find our solutions online. I trust that this video was helpful. I hope that this will help someone outside there, those who are looking to get their domain names, get their business running online, and for those who already have established businesses and are looking forward to getting other businesses. I pray and hope that this video will come in handy during that time. I hope you had fun. We love you guys. It's always fun being here with you. Thank you so much for always supporting our channel. Please don't forget to like, share, leave a comment so that we know what your thoughts are, your take on this video. And if you have any suggestion of the videos that you think we should discuss about, please just leave a note for us, and we'll be sure to put them under considerations when we are planning for our next videos. We love you. It's always fun. Thank you. From us to you, it's bye.